This is That Is Life 1993, back with more playing of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Game Boy Color Edition. Last time, which was Thursday, I had a very bad connection, internet-wise, so hopefully that doesn't happen this time. I was only able to play for like an hour or so, and we lost some bits of dialogue which annoyed me. I basically lost 150 house points, because we were out in the corridors at night. So, but let's just get to it. Level 37. Yeah, so basically, we were given detention, of course, and we have to I have to go down to, I think, Hagrid's had or something to attend the detention. Like I said, we lost 150 house points. I don't think there's any way to actually check how many house points you have, like just here. But I believe in third place now, only 10 points above the fourth place. So yeah, we got destroyed by that. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's see. Let's just hope I'm right. Oh yeah. In the second half of my 10 workday stretch, I have tomorrow, which is Wednesday, actually today's Tuesday, just Wednesday and Thursday to go. Then I'll finally have a day after my first day off since I believe it was Tuesday last week. Just absurdity. But I'm living so far, so I guess that's good. Not really looking forward to tomorrow, because there's no way tomorrow is going to go well work-wise, but not much I can do about it. And there really is anything I can do about it. I want another 200. Basically, I took the because the way I'm doing this currently is I'm just streaming to Twitch. I'm not recording it separately with another thing. So basically, if it didn't get due to the internet connection didn't get actually through to Twitch, then I don't have it. So I just kind of uploaded the bits I had onto YouTube with little title cards. I used, I think it was Windows, the video editor for like whatever Windows I have. And I say able to add title cards, just saying, hey, internet not down, blah blah. I believe all that does is just do more damage, but it's damaged by the same spell. Oh, I got a new book in today. It came out last month, I think. Usually I get it's a Stephen King book. Usually I get Stephen King books. I have all of his books. Usually I get them when they come out. This one I let slide for a bit because I'm not terribly interested, but it's Stephen King, so what the hell. This is Gwandy's Final Task by Stephen King and Richard Chesma, whoever the hell he is. Frankly, I don't know who he is. I didn't really. It's a third book in the series. The first book is Gwandy's Button Box from, I think it was 2019. around there. It's a very short book. It's only like 170 pages or so. This one's like I think it's 410, maybe 411. So that's actually something. So that the first book was Grandy's Button Box. Then there's a second book. Frankly, I don't even know there's called. And you know why in a second. Oh, let me guess, it's not going to. No, it doesn't actually say. Oh, Grandy's Magic Father. Now, I've not read it. And you might be asking, oh, Daughter's Life 1993, why are you reading a book, a sequel to a book that you haven't even read the second part to? No, well, and I'll get to that in a second. No, not again, please. That sounds like cool. I like how concerned Harry is about what he was actually saying. Jesus Christ. So garbage. Mumble, girl. One, it's spoiling a lot because it's showing the same mysterious guy who tried to get us attacked in the Gringotts vault. So, like, if somebody's just mumbling and growling for some reason, we would usually wouldn't be able to recognize them as person we've met them for so little as we've met that guy. But fine. Alright, I'll tell you. I wonder what that's actually in relation to, considering you know it's just Quirrell talking to Voldemort. I don't remember how the conversation went in the book, but it was pretty similar to this. I think in the book it was alright, I'll do it. Which makes a lot more sense than I'll tell you. Because there's nothing there's nothing Quirrell would need to tell Voldemort. Because I'm half convinced Voldemort could just legitimately see him in, like, completely. Because he was just, using the back of his head. So, yeah, I don't know. No, and Harry's nothing to say about that at all. Just goes on with his night. Harry is so uninquisitive in this game. Anyway, but the second of the series, Grandy's Magic Father. This is a cut screen, I'm not moving. So here's a fun thing. I think I saw this in my last time playthrough, but I have no idea okay, I have some idea. But, with my internet connection issues, like we lost a whole swath as what I was saying. But, of course in the movie, it was Harry, Ron, Hermione. Yeah, I guess they all went in the first. And Draco. In the book it was Harry, Hermione, Neville, and Draco, because Ron was in the hospital wing with a dragon bite. So he couldn't help them, get Norbert up to the TARDIS astronomy tower. Anyway, so I appreciate how this is going with the book version. Psst, Hermione, I just heard Quirrell talking to someone. Oh, now he's interested. He sounded afraid. I don't think Hermione would whisper like this in front of Filch, but okay, maybe. Must have been Snape again. I think he's going to tell Snape how to get this. I think he's going to tell Snape how to get to the stone. You have to go to Dumbledore. That's what we should have done ages ago. She's right about that. Of course, Dumbledore knew anyway, but still. But we've got no proof, and we're not supposed to know about the stone or Fluffy at all. And I guess, like, in the background, like, Jacob, Neville, and Filch, just ignore them. That's a great character portrait, by the way. Follow me. I bet you'll think twice about breaking the school rule again, won't you? There should be an apostrophe there. Actually, want is actually a word, but not used often. It's a pity they banned the old talismans. I still have the chains in my office. Here's a great there's a hilarious song by a wizard rock band, a metal wizard rock band called Voldemort. There's actually a couple of them, but there's one big one, and it's to the point of view of Filch. Oh, what was the name? I'm not going to get the name, but it's hilarious. It just uses Filch quotes from the books, and it's really good. Yeah, it's a good song. I'll tell you the name, but I just don't remember it. I'll tell you to go to the MySpace page, but MySpace, had that nice accident that destroyed the entire the entire first 10 years of Wheels of Rock. So that's great. I'm never going to be happy about that. Oh, that's not the. Oh, I use for the alias. I'm supposed to be using for alias. Actually, I'm supposed to be using Insandio, but none of these enemies are terribly conducive to it. So, anyway, the second book in the Gwandy series was written only by Richard Chizmar, not Stephen King. Books 1 and 3 are written by both of them. The second one is only written by Chizmar, ergo I don't own it. And quite frankly, like I said, I didn't terribly enjoy the first Gwandy book. And I get the feeling a lot of that was the influence of Chizmar. Because usually, granted, Stephen King books recently I haven't liked as much, generally speaking. But I still get the feeling that what I didn't like about that book was more Chizmar's influence than it was King's. These of it are still say King's a good writer. I mean, you don't just lose your writing ability. You change your styles. King doesn't write now like he used to write in the 80s, but I mean, they're still good. I should be focusing on that snake. I don't want to be poisoned. Not that it really matters, but hypothetically, I should be focusing on the snake. I won't, since I only need to, do this. Honestly, what I should do is use the Panda Trio to get all of them. But since I'm trying to use Insandio anyway, trying to level that up, it works out for the best. Oh wait, that is it. Yeah, I just remembered Insandio does nothing to snakes, and now I get poisoned. That's great. Fine. I mean, at this point it doesn't matter. They got poisoned me again because I'm not going to use an antidote. So yeah, I'm just going to use Insandio on this. Yeah, I see that coming. Ooh wee. That was simple enough. I think we just lost track of Filch, but I'm pretty sure we're supposed to go do Hagrid's hat. No. Apparently not. I guess Hagrid just leaves the door and let them guess who's going to break in. Anyway, I guess I'll guys will be reading Gwandy's final task at work for the next couple of weeks. I just finished Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, the book, which is I guess good timing. So I can fit this book in, and then I can get to Goblet of Fire, which is my favorite Harry Potter book. So, and I was let's just be Insandio. I was reading an old pre Half-Blood Prince article. It's on what's the site called? Not the Leaky Cauldron. Oh, what did that encounter? Wow, Mr. High and Mighty, Harry Potter joins us at last. We're here for Hagrid, and don't run off. It'll be worse for you if you do. Oh, anyway, a line from Filch in book number 1. It was something very close to, Pain and punishment are the best teachers. That's what I've always said. The best teachers are pain and punishment, and that's future for you. God, I wish I remember the name of that one song by Voldemort. But anyway. Gosh, quick. Oh, Fang. Evening. Ready for a walk in the woods? I'm not going in that forest. Yeah, if you want to stay a Hogwarts. Look here, that serious stuff on the ground is unicorn blood. There's a unicorn in there that's hurt badly. We're gonna find the poor thing. What happens if our hurt unicorn finds us first? Nothing in the forest will hurt you if you stay with me, Fang. Keep to the path. We're gonna split into two parties to search. So is Hagrid? So, hypothetically, let's say the first team is Malfoy, Neville, and Fang. Let's say Malfoy, Neville, and Fang found the unicorn. Are they literally supposed to do a goddamn mercy killing right there and then? Or are they supposed to summon Hagrid and he was going to kill it? I mean, I guess maybe he's going to try to heal it. I guess that makes more sense. But I mean, depending on how badly it's been hurt, I don't know. Like maybe there is no healing it, and in that case, the merciful thing to do would be to kill it. But most likely, I guess he is going to heal it, so that's fine then. If I'm going in there, I want Fang. Alright. So me, Harry, and Hermione will go one way. Malfoy, you go with Neville and Fang. If anyone gets in trouble, send the Brad's pucks with your wand. We are in... Oh wait, that's not right. We are in the Four Sections of the Forbidden Forest. Cool. Okay, now we get multicolored spiders. And I believe each of these is actually affected by something different. That's my recollection. So I'm just going to take some small notes here. Okay, Incendio on the yellow spiders. Is efficient. And that's efficient enough. I mean, it might not be the best, but it's efficient. It works fine. I think that's less than half, so I will use the oh, and now I have no more power points. So hopefully this yeah, and hopefully that's a great timing for a lava lab. Jesus, no, it's not. Oh, it was even close. Still have more, like what, 70 or so. 80. Well, in that case, I'm gonna need I have 26, it's fine. Yeah, I'm just going to need one. I might be in here all 2 hours actually. This is a great place for Lavely and up. It's not too bad enemy wise. I don't know, I like it here. I like it here a lot. Okay, so that's just so the first Incendio. For the yellow, for the blue, the second one. And the blue is more dangerous. But yeah, off the top of my head, the last Stephen King book that I really loved was... Oh... maybe Revival back in 2014. because I didn't really like the outside. I like parts of it, but I had some real big issue with one of the main characters. The Miss Mercedes books, I like the third one most of all, but look how cool the mist is. The mist going through the trees, like you can see it in front of the trees at some points and behind it in other points. It looks really cool. The especially back there, looks really cool. The setting. Just a snake. Oh yeah, and Sandra doesn't do anything to snakes, and I'm not wasting time. I'm just like, I guess tagging. Well, no, I'm not even checking. I'll just use for Pando. Honestly, probably if like that's gonna happen, I might just be able to use a 0 mana for the Pando and just save the points. That's a blues pad. It's frightful. But yeah, I don't know. So I'll read Brandy's final task. The last time I read a new Stephen King book at work, it happened to be Sleeping Beauties from 2000. Okay. Sleeping Beauties from 2017 that Stephen King wrote with his son Owen, one of his sons, Owen King. I will read it again at some point. Maybe reading it in a break room at work when there's people watching TV for some reason, even though they're not getting context to what they're watching. I don't understand people who watch just random like police dramas without, you know, context for the series. But you know, when I watch something, I want to watch it from episode 1 to, you know, the end of the season, not just a random episode with characters I don't really know from the middle of the season. But fine, people can do what they want. I wish the break room did have TV, personally. But the last I wouldn't win that vote. So maybe that place isn't conducive to enjoying a read, but yeah, I wasn't the book was, yeah, Sleeping Beauties. I did not like it one iota. I thought it was really bad, honestly. That's not fair. Like, it was competently, I guess it was competently written. I mean, it wasn't like, you know, the bad, like, sentences they didn't understand. I thought, not that I think about it, there might have been one in that book. But yeah, it really, I didn't like the book at all. I don't know when I'm going to reread it. Certainly not on any of my lists of something to do anytime soon. I have other things to do with my life over rereading that. In fact, I just right before I started streaming, I ran the second half of Duma Key from 2006. It's one of my favorite Stephen King books, Duma Key. I think people have started to recognize it more as one of his really good ones in the more modern era, which is great because I love it. It's a lot like in some ways it's a lot like Bag of Bones. Both of them are really slow bones, like with a mystery that finally all gets revealed in a very climactic ending. Like it really just rushes once you get to the ending. It's, you know, great crescendo of what was being built up. But before then it's slow and it just builds the mystery. You meet characters. It's just, if you have it, if you like reading, of course. If you don't like reading, then it doesn't really matter. You could, I guess, watch the Bag of Bones miniseries with Pierce Brosnan. I wouldn't, but you could. I don't like Pierce Brosnan, but yeah, if you do like reading and you enjoy supernatural mystery, plot twist, there's supernatural stuff in both of them. read Bag of Bones and read Doomakey. Um, but I just started rereading today Rose Mother from 1995. I've only read that one twice. I read it once way back when I was 14 or so. Then I read it again perhaps last year, maybe the year before, because it'd been so long. And honestly, I didn't laugh at. You know, I'd always quasi defended it because it's one of the few Stephen King books that has no movie adaptation. One of the like pre-2000s, because you know the newer ones don't. Like there's no Doomakey, sadly. Although to be fair, I don't know why that would be sad. Instead, it would be good if there was one. Not like to do the story justice. See, that's the thing about Stephen King books. That there's a lot, especially Stephen King books. I'm sure it's a problem with other adaptations, and kind of actually the Harry Potter series too. Now that I think about it, you aren't able to get the eternal dialogue, and that really matters in understanding the character's motivation. And you can't show that in a movie. You can only show the actions, which really lower the ability. I mean, if you've read Stephen King, you know there are sometimes 4, 5, 6 whole pages of someone thinking something through. Nothing's happening. He or she is just thinking. I mean, Howell, I've not seen the Gerald's Game movie. Okay. I think I'm going to focus on this Blue Spider first. I mean, Sandio works on both of them anyway. I've not seen the Gerald's Game movie, but I have no idea how they bloody do it. I mean, that one, I guess they have to use their voiceover for all of our different thoughts, because there's no other way that movie would work. Apparently it was good, but I have a whole bunch about it since it came out. Good, I believe that one didn't even hit me the first time, so looks at wall. Okay, then let's... Yeah. Yeah, so hopefully, I enjoy Guante's final task more than a lot of his recent stuff. That was strange, the music glitched for a second. For the record, not to be generic, but my favorite Stephen King book is, and it's always probably going to be It, from 1986. Wait, was that 85? It was around, I think it might have been maybe 86. I think it was 86, quote from 85, but I think 86 is more likely. I just think it's amazing. Yeah, I mean, there's some problems with the book, but overall, it's great. Like one of the best horror novels that King's after going to write. I'm happy I just leveled it up, so I could just get, how much was that? Almost 80 HP taken away. See, I'm just rocking in experience points here. 190 for an experience that, yeah, it's kind of painful, but like I'm no worse to not worse for the whale for it. But yeah, last time I read Rose Maldo, I wasn't. Jeez, I just leveled up. Already another one. I think. Not that I'm really able to confirm it, but I think the levels are pretty close right now. Yeah, see, I only, well, so I need about 500 about to get to the next level. But yeah, I'm at 41. But, you know, Rosemar Dares is going to think to read this any. I do need to reread Blaze. I haven't read Blaze, I think, since the first time I read it, back when I was like 16. So yeah, I guess I really need to reread that one. Now, I wish I had kept a checklist, you know, of Stephen King books I've read and, you know, when I read them. Because it would be nice to know how many times I've read some of these books. But I always think of things like this after the fact, alas. And then of course it feels kind of pointless just how when you know you can't collect all of the data that you could have had to begin with. At least that's my thought process. But that's still the right way to go. Okay, okay. I guess this is a path. It looks like a path. Right, okay. I'll take its word for it. So I'm not very talkative. All I'm thinking about right now is Stephen King books, and you know that's a very. I get the strong feeling that the Janual reading. If you did a survey, that the average age for people who read Stephen King would be at least in the 40s. You say no, Stephen King's been able to, you know, retain a lot of readership from the 80s, but I don't know how much he's actually gained in readership. I mean, I have no numbers to back this up, it's just a general feeling I get, but I don't get the feeling a lot of people my age read. Maybe that's just my misconception, but it really doesn't feel that way. And for the record, I'm 28, so. In some ways, I feel like reading tends to be a bit of a louse out, as pretentious as that sounds. I believe my nose sounds. Oh, this is the path. Oh, that's so cool looking. That's really cool looking. I know how pretentious it sounds. Some people just, don't have the attention spans. And I mean, that can't be helped. That really can't be helped. I don't think there's any way to train an attention span to walk. I don't think that's how that can happen. So I guess in that aspect, I'm rather lucky that I don't have that issue. At least when it comes to reading. When it comes to focusing on things, when I have an internet in front of me, that doesn't work as well. But I have a small cut on my knuckle apparently. I think I said this in a previous video. If you ever were to walk in the produce department, you're going to get small nicks on your hands all the time. Maybe that's just any walk with your hands. That's not, an office job. Not that matters, but I should be close to another level. Yeah. Let's get to this lava, then we can go down to the creepy tunnel area. Although I don't think it's going to be from this encounter. This looks a bit lightweight. Oh, I guess that is one of the stronger total thingies. I'm not sure this spiders can poison you. I know the snakes can, of course, but I haven't seen the spiders poison me yet. Which is strange because you think spiders. Wait, that doesn't need the 15. You would think that spiders, in video game logic, usually will be able to poison you. I mean, I'm not complaining I don't want them to poison me, but you'd think they could. That's how most video games tend to use spiders. Speaking of spiders in video games, a few months back, probably in November of last year, I was playing first time since I was like 15. When I was 15, over at one of my friends, well, my only friend, my friend Matt's house, I played on his Xbox, Lemony Snicket and a series of unfortunate events. A book series I never actually read as a kid. It was popular when I was growing up, but I just never actually read them. But my friend had the game. I'm not sure why. It doesn't really seem like his type of game. But I was enthralled by it. I enjoyed it a lot. And so, I had money. So I'm like, why don't I just buy it for the PS2? And so that's what I did. I'm just going to, that's a bit of a waste, but I don't really have many options. Yeah, and there's no point in wasting time. Yeah, I'm just going to use a pop-up potion. So yeah, I basically sat down with the intention to finish it all in one day. I finished, I think it's a game set in 4 levels in total. That's it, for 4 warlords. It's like 2005, it's an older game, just let you know, huge. It's actually honestly a rather short game, but it's still fun while it lasts. And I didn't finish with the very last section of the game. Not because I was bored or anything, it just stopped. It happens. I will eventually get back and finish it, but it was just fun. Like, one of the kids makes gadgets in a fun process, and I don't know, it's a fun game. I liked it. I wish there had been some more hits, because I noticed a lot of those were misses near the end. Section. Thought sections of Forbidden Forest. You know, it's so nice that with all the spawn points you have, it doesn't feel like it's much as a waste when that happens. Because now I have over 200 spawn points. So 16, yeah, it sucks, but you know, I have a lot more where that came from. So it works out. Like this one. Hmm. I wonder if... I don't think it's likely, but maybe, This is a fish on them? No. Okay. I thought I'd check. Granted, I use almost half of it just one encounter, but still, it works out fine. The same as Thursday. Um, I haven't been playing as much as I want to. I was playing some Arkham Origins earlier today. Um, I just finished the Mad Hatter side quest. A nice thing about Mad Hatter, one in the Arkham games, he's great. He's just always good fun. Um, yeah, all three games, I think he's done really well. One, the voice actor is I think I mentioned this actually in my last video. The voice actor is Peter McNichol. He was in the crime series Nambos back in the mid 2000s. He also showed up a couple of times in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Very recognizable. Great voice acting for Mad Hatter. So yeah, I just finished that side quest today. It was just granted, just go here, go through a nice LSD area, and then beat Mad Hatter. But still, it was nice. So basically, 2 more encounters. Oh, and here's one of them. Oh, it's one of these too, which means I'm golden. Because these things do no damage. Oh, we hit 1. One while I'm doing 96 to it. Those things do have deceptively high health, but I think 8 swords will be able to do it. Yeah. I already have one of those. Actually, I think I already have a lot of them. Wait, so that's 2 paths. Like always in situations like this, I don't know which way to go. Okay, this isn't the path. That's fine then. I saw 2 encounters with this one, I don't think it's going to be cut it. not terribly invested in using a pop-up potion to beat something that only does one attack point of damage. Not terribly invested in the slightest. I'll be able to get one big hit on him. I believe Flipando actually damages it fine anyway, so I guess there is that. I can use this 2 times. I don't want a critical strike, so that's great. I mean, even if it didn't, you know, do much damage, it's sufficient. I mean, as long as it did one more than his, I would have ended up winning anyway. Would have taken forever, but I would have won. I assume if I die here, I'll get sent all the way back to Madame Humphrey on the 4th floor. Hypothetically, I've never died, I've never been in a forest. And yet again, I would like to use this goddamn Incendio. Where are the spiders? It's just mostly these things. Maybe I should have stuck in that one area a bit longer until I get Incendio laughed up. It doesn't really matter because the sad fact of this game actually is New Game Plus modes, basically. The sad fact of the New Game Plus mode is you don't keep any of your items, you don't keep any of your powers. You in fact have to level up your powers again, I think. Which would actually be, I think, how to New Game Plus. Because you'll be able to one-shot things easier. All you keep is your magic points, or your health points and your magic points, and that's it. Which is a bit, of course, your cards. That's the entire point of New Game Plus. So that was disappointing when I found that out. Usually I spent like 30,000 sickles on things before doing the Forbidden Third Floor corridor, and then when my New Game Plus mode starts, I keep none of it. So okay. Try and keep. Fuck off, Hagrid. This happens every time I go anywhere with you. Try and keep up, Harry. This force is dangerous. That looks so cool. Oh, I love this part. This is a great part in the first book. Fun enough, maybe one of my favorite parts in the first book. Who's there? Oh, it's you. Good evening, Hagrid. This is Harry Potter and Hermione Granger, students up at the school, and this is Ronan. He's a Centaur. That was in the book. It was Hermione who said that. There's absolutely no reason to change it to Harry. Zero reason to change it to Harry. They could have just come to Hermione. We noticed. There's a unicorn being hurt. Have you seen anything unusual? Past line Avo coming up right here. Mouse is unusually bright tonight. I loved that sequence in the first book. It was utterly hilarious, and they actually did not a half bad job of setting up Centaur politics, which comes up in book number 5. Insofar as goes into it. I want something nearby. The forest holds many secrets. Nice of you to help it keep him. Is this Morag? Hello, Hagrid. Oh, Bane. Morag is, I guess, in book number 5. Yeah, this is... I already forgot the name of the first Centaur. This is Bane. Maybe that's Morag. Wait. Hopefully there's a Morag, unless I'm just thinking about Morsag, who isn't a Centaur at all. a bit more legs than the Santa has. Hello, Bane. As I was... Oh, they should know this is Ronan. Hello, Bane. As I was just asking Ronan here, have you seen anything unusual? Mouse is unusually bright this evening. I don't know why they stretch it out. In the book, it's just more simple. Mouse is bright tonight. Which pissed Hagrid off, on. It's not exactly helpful, to him. You're unanimous on that, and we have to go. If either of you do see anything unusual of a more local nature, let me know. I like how they threw them in, and they didn't have to, and they're almost certainly the only versions of this game that did. But these are different. They don't do anything, but they're different. I think they're different. I have no idea what the hell they're supposed to be. No, hopefully Insanio does something, but I get a feeling it won't. Yeah, because they're owls. I'm not sure that's how the game logic works, but it seems to hold up in a lot of cases. Oh, I was going to see if I could talk to them. I mean, there's almost no way I can. Like, what they say to me. But, I didn't get that chance, did I? There's no point in wasting any mana points on these things. Yeah, there's no talking to them. Okay. That's not surprising. Jesus, 3 of them. I have never seen 3 of these things in one screen. It's awesome. And it would do the fearsome 3 damage a turn. I don't know if I can stand it. Okay, that was literally just 1 damage. No, that would be great. Oh, let me try something. Like, they don't do anything, so it literally doesn't matter if it works or not. That epicness. All that build up for literally nothing. But I expected that, so that's fine. I wish this had a area of effect one, but alas it doesn't. That was a nice hit. Maybe I'll even get lucky this will work. No. But I mean, it still saved 4 mana points, so works out. Like, not benefit. In fact, that's what I should be doing anyway. Since again, it does save those points. Basically 2 of these, then 2 of the one variety. Although this one might take 3. Well, maybe it will be just 2. No, it's just 2. $300 XP. Jeez. The best thing is those things give us 100 XP alone, and they do no damage. they're not even close to dangerous. At least, you know, with the armor I have. And obviously these things are close to dangerous anyway. I'm not even going to waste time using the Panda tree. Oh, I've never seen a spider. Maybe this will be the Incendio that broke the camera's back. It won't be, but it'll be nice. I can hope. I need some hopes. I'd apologize for the yawning, but I mean I did wake up at like 4 a.m. So honestly, that's probably gonna be a common theme in my streams. Truth be told. So those blue spiders are worth 75 XP. I'm not sure which encounter that was, not that it really matters. Probably should have woken myself up a bit before starting this stream, but alas, I'm not sure what would even have even done it. I'm trying to cut back on my energy drink consumption. I'm very used to having months so basically flow through my last stream. So I'm trying to cut back on that. Oh, this is another one of those nap paths. And this is 300 experience. Free 200 experience. So I've been watching videos from what's the dude's name? Clown Panchos. It's in some numbers. He does some Arkham videos. I can't of ones that interest me. Like my favorite video of his is the top, like ranking all the bosses in the Arkham games. I find them pretty interesting. Overall, he does like challenges, like no glide challenges of the game, which interests me as much because I get it, but I don't see the appeal in stressing out over it. I'm trying to not glide through an entire run, but hey, it's something that gets in views certainly. Well, some views anyway. I mean, he's not a no one or anything, but he's not, a mega channel. I'm not even subscribed to him now that I think about it. But this place is creepy. Sixth section. To be fair, this entire place has been creepy, so I guess it works out in his favor. But yeah, since I'm not popped up on Monster, maybe that's why I'm more tired than I might usually be. Honestly, it's going to be that mixed with the fact that I haven't been getting the best sleep recently. See, funnily enough, I was going to go to sleep early today, like around 5. I was thinking at work, I'll just take sleeping pills, either at 4, maybe at 5, get you sleep. Get you sleep around 6. And then I realized about an hour later into work, I was thinking to myself, wait a second, today's Tuesday, I'm supposed to stream on Tuesday. I mean, I can't very well mention that schedule and literally not stick to it the very next week, so this is me sticking to it. Although I haven't done anything with the calendar yet. I didn't do it because I get the feeling that I'll be finishing this game rather shortly, and I still haven't decided what game I'll be playing next. I'll just use this, there's no point in. See, part of me wants to play the Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone Game Boy Advanced version. But see, the thing is, with a bit I've played from that, that's I'll phrase it this way, I wasn't enjoying it. See, I didn't grow up on that game. To be fair, I didn't grow up on this, but this is easy enough once you get used to. I mean, it's normal RPG, like stuff, like very RPG like. But it's, you know, simple enough. The Game Boy Advance is more like of an action game, like with platforming, and we're talking about platforming on a, a handheld game system from the like early 2000s. It's not my favorite platforming. The fly, oh, that's not right. The flying is horrendous in that game. Instead of, it's hard to explain. It's actually, now that I think about it, it reminds me of, if anybody remembers Cartoon Network, and I might be the only one who remembers the Cartoon Network games. I'm not, but I really did like the old Cartoon Network games. I'm very, I know there was, what's it called? The Flash. The thing that you can download to get out the old Flash games and I guess Sackwave games. It's really useful. It has a collection of a lot of the old browser games. Flashpoint, that's what it was. Maybe I should play some of those. That's not even a bad idea. I'll think about that. That's really not a bad idea. Like the old Morlands Advance games, if you remember those, great games. Mostly 1 and 2. I think the third one I wasn't as into that, but that's because using different mechanics. There were a lot of good browser games, and I guess it's really good Flashpoint exists, but yeah, no idea what I was saying now. I was too excited to think about Flashpoint. Oh, in one of the Powerpuff Bros games, and there were a lot of them, but only so few of them were actually good. Hey, these actually hit for something. Maybe instead you work on these. I don't have high hopes, but I can try. When you're flying, it's not going to be possible to explain, with my hands. But basically, you only control if you're going right and left. You're not controlling the fact that you're moving anyway. but the like arrow keys only control if you go right or left, and you can't. When you go backwards, you can't just turn around, like turn your character model around. You have to literally turn yourself around. And on the broomstick controls in that Game Boy Advance version of Philosopher's Stone, I was not it took I was not having fun. It took me for hours to actually get the Remember out from Jago in that version. And then they followed that up with the South Saxon, which I actually still haven't completed. Invisibility cloak South Saxon, which is cool. I really like the audacity of it, but I didn't grow up with it. I don't want to read. I'm certainly not going to read the guide and play it, here. And I don't really want to suffer through it and fail multiple times on live stream. I guess that's what some people do. I don't really want to. I'm kind of born in that aspect, but yeah, I don't know. So I was thinking that I might actually do Chamber of Secrets GBC next. That was my inclination, but I still haven't decided. And all of this comes back to the fact that I haven't updated the calendar like I said I was going to my last stream. Because the calendar, one of the things in the calendar, you can pick what game you'll be playing, and I don't think this game's going to last 2 more streams. I mean, I'm already in the Forbidden Forest, so I guess if I keep talking, it's going to, but. No, wait. That's the 5th Saxon. I thought. Is it this after the 5th Saxon? No, that's the 4th. I thought this was the 6th. Wait. And this is the 4th? Okay, whatever. I'll just go this way. Pretty sure this is the right way. Hey, that one actually hit for something. In before this does nothing. Oh, it actually did something. Cool. I want more of these. Fuck, I'm staying here until I get my Insanity leveled up. I'll make that call now. Because I want my goddamn Insanity leveled up. It would have been hilarious if they had leveled up right there. But alas, it wasn't at that time. Like. How much XP did that give? Oh, that's like when you walk though. See, that doesn't give nearly as much XP as some of the other things we're giving. Okay, so I know when something doesn't work on the rod ones. Does it work on the purple ones? I guess no. No. Okay. Well, I guess they're good. I'm not going to stay here until again Sandy left up if there's going to be multiple variations of after the holidays now. But I would like to get my Sandy leveled up for what it's worth before I go into the final part of the game, which surprises the well, I imagine only the third floor corridor. Actually, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. It's fine. I guess I'll just do this first and then do the insanity on that one thing. Just to get the two rad ones out of the way. And I'm going to add an insanity up. Bad. Unless if a pound of water has been a lot cheaper. But it doesn't matter, we still have it up anyway. Let's handle this the opposite way from what I just did. That's a lot less damage. Actually, I don't know why I did that. That was basically a waste of 8. For no real gain. Like what, the gain of 2 house? Jesus Christ. Okay, I started this an hour ago, but I'm getting back to it. I was reading an hour ago from the Saga Quill, that's what it was. Predating Half-Blood Prince's release. It's a glorious article. And I'm not saying that to be sarcastic. I actually really like the article. It's great. It has like citations. So, you know, well researched article. It is, I believe, now ignore the corny title, but actually that might be another article. There's one article I know called The Battle for Hermione's Heart, but I think that's an article on the Leaky Cauldron. It's fine, but it's not the one I'm thinking about. I don't even remember who wrote it. If anyone's invested, I'll link it in my YouTube. In fact, I'll make a notation. I'll link it in my YouTube video when I upload this. Here's my notation. I mean, there's nothing incriminating on this. There it is. That's my notation. But I just talked about it, so I know what it means. But basically, this is what I do at work too. I'll just basically scribble things just to get it, like, basically, you know, filling tables. I just scribble things just mostly to get an idea of what I need to fill on the table, and then, you know, I fill it. It's more of an exercise in memory than anything, since, you know, I sometimes can't even read my own handwriting. You know, I used to have such good handwriting, and that just fell apart when I stopped, you know, needing to use it. Like, how often does the average person need to actually write? Like, the average worker. Like, even in an office job, would most of that be on computer? I'd think so, but maybe I'm wrong about that. And in cursive, I mean, you know, they talk about how important cursive is in schools. Flat twist, it's not. Literally the only cursive I've written in the last 15 years is my name, and that's it. I don't even remember using cursive in college. Middle, mostly actually, I think it was middle school, not even high school. Middle school made such a big deal out of it here. But anyway, it's I think it's Horse Secret Keeper. Something akin to that. It's a good article about, of course, there were the Harry Hermione shippers in the heyday of the fandom. Displeasing. I'm a huge Hermione Ron ship. I always have been. But anyway, it's a good, well-researched article. Looking at the subtle, and not so subtle, clues and things showing. Isn't that Hermione had a thing for Ron, because J.K. at one point, she's horrible, but at one point in one of her interviews, probably one of the Warped Chat interviews, I get the sense, she said, to someone asking if, I think it's a combination of two things, maybe from two different interviews, but when somebody asked about Harry and Hermione, she asked, do you think they're really suited for each other? And, this is after seeing it walking. It really doesn't matter which part I use. Okay, well, that one doesn't work. But, someone else, asked, who does Hermione like? Is it Ron or Harry? And her answer was, isn't it obvious at this point? Or something close to that. And the answer is yes, it was obvious at that point. But, some people did it, have the subtext. So it's a very good article that goes through the reasons that, writer of the article thinks that makes it obvious that Hermione had a thing for Ron. And it's just a really good article, again on the struggle quill. Just a good article. One of the things it talks about, and this is one of my favorite things. Wait, no, not that one. And this is one of my favorite things anyway, is book number 3. Now, which of course is just Rat, so I actually had this article in mind when I was reading the book, and then I went back to read the article again. So there are 2 times during the school year the Hermione's friendship with Harry and Ron breaks up for a bit. The first one when Hermione suspects the broom, the firebolt that Harry got, that had no letter, it wasn't signed. No one sadly gave it to him, and keep in mind the firebolt just came out. Huge amount of garlands. There's so many that Harry didn't even ask how many it cost, because he did what, followed the temptation. When he shied in a diagon alley. But, so he got new racing broom that just came out as a gift from no note. And so Hermione goes to Professor McGonagall, and she tells McGonagall about this because she's afraid that Sirius Black sent it, who is often thinks after Harry. So McGonagall, of course, confiscates the broom, which is, to be fair, I mean, the correct thing to do in this situation. I mean, I don't really know how Sirius Black gets hold of the broom, but I mean, he did. To be fair, Sirius Black did send the broom, so they were right about that part. And they thought the broom was going to be jinxed. It's not like they thought, oh no, I must murder sent Harry a broom. We can't let him use it. There's more to it than that. And they thought it was going to be jinxed to throw him off. Which leads to a hilarious... Oliver Wood is a great character in the books. But anyway... So of course Harry's ticked off that Harry and Ron were ticked off that Hermione, did this. you know. 300. It's nice. I wonder what the highest you can get is. I truly don't know, but 300, I don't think I've seen a 300 before. I like it. 300 straight too. And so they just don't talk to her. Now, this would have been, oh, if I had a calendar up, the HP lexicon would probably have a gold calendar. They tend to have gold calendars for the school years, at least for the earlier books. I would guess this would be probably, well, obviously he got it as a Christmas present. So the end of December to midway through February, I think would be a fair guess. That they weren't talking to Hermione. But Hermione throughout all of that was mostly fine. She was just doing, her schoolwork, as she does. And she, of course, this is when she was using the time turner, and she had a lot of schoolwork to do. So she was a bit stressed out, but overall she was fundamentally fine. And so at the end of a Quidditch match, not the final, of course, but the one before the final where they beat Ravenclaw. Harry comes up to Hermione and he's like, "Hey, mind if I sit down?" He says, I think Harry and Ron come up to Hermione and like they talk and like oh no, this was actually a bit before because of course Harry uses his broom in the match. So like they get the broom back, they make up with Hermione, and she's just fine. She's like, "Oh yeah, you can sit down, that's fine." And they just talk, and she doesn't apologize for having the broom being confiscated because she had nothing to apologize for. She was right. Which, to be fair, Hermione would barely apologize if she was wrong, but we'll get to that. And so so then so then later that night, I forget the exact, I know they make up with Hermione, then the match has to happen. Maybe they literally made up with Hermione that night, and then I forget exactly, it was a very short span. So then of course, Ron goes up to the boys' dormitory and finds Scar missing, the blood on his sheets, and one of Crookshank's hairs. And of course, Ron had throughout the entire school year been saying that Crookshanks was going to, trying to attack Scabbers, and Crookshanks had been attacking Scabbers. And Hermione literally didn't seem to care at all. So then they stopped talking again, only in this case Hermione is literally crying at Hagrid's about the situation, getting overly like she was a bit stressed before, now she's like shrilly screaming like, "Oh, you're choosing Ron's side, I knew you would, leave me alone, Harry, I have work to do." Sorry, a cramp just attacked me. And basically just not like she's having a very, very hard time. Now there is the idea that maybe it's just the accumulation, the build-up of the stress. It is the second stress, second stressor. So maybe it was just that. But the writer of the article gets the feeling that the first event where Harry's firebolt was taken away from him mainly affected Harry, and Hermione is fundamentally right. So that's why. I mean, she did apologize. She did. She saw the half. She was correct, and the fact that Harry and she didn't care that much. She would have preferred to talk to them, but she wasn't. I think I have a winter cloak. That's the first time I've gotten an item in a while. Cloak. Yeah, I have a winter cloak, and if I have a winter cloak and I'm not wearing the winter cloak, then obviously I don't think the winter cloak is gorgeous or whatever this is. Okay. But the second event, where her cat is accused of eating her best friend and the person who she almost certainly at this point likes, even if she's not consciously aware of it, is accused of eating that person's rat. And of course, I mean, I know she denies it at the time, but come on. And I realized it wasn't actually true anyway, but it was very likely to have been true in almost any other situation. And yet she still didn't apologize for it. And Ron at one point tells Harry that he doesn't he's like he just wants an apology. Like that's all he wants from her. And she never gave it. So they just stopped talking, and Hermione's, crying at Hagrid's, getting a lot more worked up than she had been before, because this event is affecting Ron, not Harry, who she actually cares more about in the end. Ron, not Harry. I don't know, I thought it, when they make up for it in this case, instead of the way it happened the first time around, and Hermione was just, oh, okay, yeah, sit down. They just have a normal conversation. She's not emotional in the slightest. Making up with Harry and Ron after the broomstick incident. Making up with Harry and Ron after the Crookshanks eating Scabbers incident. She's literally flinging himself on Ron, sobbing, apologizing for what Crookshanks did. And it's great. And the book mentions that Ron looked horrified because he didn't know what to do in the situation, which, like, what 13-year-old boy would. The best friend is, sobbing and throwing themselves on you. So, I think that was hilarious. But, and it's just, it's subtle, but I think it's a very good indication that she did have feelings for Ron. And I've mentioned it before, but there's a great fanfiction called To Know You Is To Love You. It's rated R for whatever that's worth. By Coyote Laughs Softly. 50 chapters on fanfiction.net that you should read. I'd almost say skip the first chapter, but I mean it sets it up, so you kind of need to read it. But basically, what the story does, I'll move on in a second. I know I've been here for a long time now. What the story does is basically, as a marriage counseling technique, Ron and Hermione, who at this point are, I think, 21 in the fanfiction, they go to marriage counseling, and they get put in this pan-Cephas device that I did it what the encounter, but okay, that they can view each other's memories in a sequential order. So they get to see, each other's, first impressions of them, and just see what they've gone through in life, to see, like, why they are, why they feel, how they feel, etc., etc. I've not actually finished the fanfiction yet, but it's a really good fanfiction, and I highly advise it to anyone who is interested in the Ron Hermione sip. So, yeah, read it. There's another good one called Moments, which I really like. That one's 42 chapters. Sadly, it was the writer stopped writing it. I'm sure they had reasons for not, attacking the writer. But it was never finished. It did get out of the way to the start of book 7, But again, never finished, so you can, you know, take that. Where's a glitch? You can take that for what it's still a really good story, but yeah, not finished. Okay, am I going down? I'll go down. This looks more. Yeah, there we go. Hagrid, look! Rat's Sparks! The others are in trouble! I like how we do see the Sparks. Hagrid just turns around for a second, then looks back at us. You wait here! I hope no one is hurt. Well, except Malfoy, maybe. What happened? Malfoy grabbed me from behind the jug and, well, I panicked. Can I just call him Draco? We're changing groups. Now Hermione, come with me. Harry, you'll go with Malfoy and Fang. It'll be harder for this idiot to scare. So in the book, it mentions that Draco and Malfoy walked around the forest for a while, and I'm fascinated by that. Like, did they talk to each other? Were they just doing snide comments back and forth? Were they just walking in silence? Because I think that'd be really awkward for the both of them, being in that situation. That'd be a fun, like, short. Anyway, it doesn't need to be long, but that'd be a fun thing to read about. I'd like it. Fucking finally! Jesus Christ! Of course, I'm not going to be in a good situation to use the Incendio trio, but it looks cool anyway. Oh. Sixth section again. Can't just tap. Okay, I'll use it here. That's fine. They won't really do anything to the rad ones, but I would use it anyway. To sort off as it will. All this stream's been is me giving reading recommendations. Maybe I should set up a blog. I'm not going to, but okay. This is 30 PowerPoints for this pal. Also, yeah, Mucus Ad Museum costs 80. This one costs 60, but you can read. Okay, Incendio Tria. Look at this mad stuff. I love that so much. It's so cool. I mean, nothing died, but it's cool. Imagine I was going against spiders and I used that. I was hoping for a cool thing where all of them died at the same time, but I guess that was too hopeful. Not that I tried to avoid it, but I didn't actually want to get into that encounter. Let's try some of the things I usually haven't. Let's Wingardium Leviosa. Jesus Christ! Okay. Well, that obviously has some use. I'll go down, I guess. A spider. What else do we have? Locomotive Waverly? What's this do? Oh, it stands them. For a tone? Cool. For one tone, was it? Or is it random? I don't know. Okay, locomotive mortis. Okay. It looks like there's a stand again. As if it's just one tone. Civic Talus. That again should be a standing thing. I wonder I'm not gonna be able to tell. No, it actually looks like it's only one tone. What would be the... That can't be right. What would be the point of using that one if it literally only stands for the same amount of time the other two just stand for? Unless there's more to it, maybe one of them is like a debuff. I don't know. Okay, or this not even a path. What's this? Oh, that's also not even a path. Oh, never mind. I'm never going to waste time trying the course of the bogies. Or maybe just add new scene. Which is what I'm assuming it is. In fact, I might have even just said that plainly earlier. That's 2 spiders, that's an insane deal. In triplicate. Well, besides the fact that this, you know, another third one. Get off the bloody corner. Look at the sense this Usher is going to lead anywhere. That's really useful before. Okay. I thought I was doing something else, but that's fine. Fucking... Okay, I was... It didn't lead anyway. Fine. I still need to fit at least 3 more things into there. That's not gonna be easy. So I'm a comic book. I say collector you know, I read them. I don't just keep them in bags. But I mean, collecting still seems like a fine thing to call myself. And if you disagree, that's fine. But it works. Wait, I don't know why I did that. Um, but So you know, I haven't read all my comic books as it is. I used to be up to date, then I just lost track somewhere along the way. Um, and of course, I have the unfortunate tendency to actually buy new comics as well. Like, I don't keep up to date on new comics. I don't buy new comics. I don't. Golly knows I don't need to spend that type of money. Because that would be a lot of money. Keeping up and even half of all it interests me. But the next comic I actually have to read, without will be reading later today, is Detective Comics. Oh, the number's missing. Detective Comics issue 260 from October 58. And here it is in its glory. Usually, of course, it would always be in a bag, but I will be reading it later, so it's out of one for now. I actually just picked it up yesterday. I mean, it looks like about what you'd expect from a 50s Batman comic, but that's fine. Like, they have charm to them. I don't need to find something to eat tonight. That's kind of important. Oh, I didn't even notice that I was almost done with my PowerPoints. Well, in that case, that should be a lava lap. Yeah, great timing. Okay, let's finish this forward stuff. I like that clearing. Look, that must be the unicorn. It's Dad. I'm sorry, I'm not. Ah, I don't know where the G's come in. It would be screaming. Ah, oh, I guess. Actually, that's really not how people scream either. But ah, there they're gone. Ah, Jesus. Ah, pain in my heart. He's beast. Oh, okay. What happened? He's gone now. The name is Franz. We have to get you back to Hagrid. Wait, do you know what's been killing the unicorns? One who wants their blood. Drinking it maintains his life, even though it costs him for our time. But soon he thinks he'll drink something that will give him eternal life. Of course, the elixir of life from the Philosopher's Stone. Who would be that desperate? The conversation in the book's a hell of a lot better. I just really like the conversation. It's just, I don't know, it's a good conversation. The same one who some Santos believe this house have said will kill you. Well, that's interesting, because it doesn't actually straight flat out say that in the book. Here he just packs it, in great and hilarious rant he has later, near the very, right before they go to the Forbidden Corridor, but actually it's technically later that night. That's another rant, but, the same one who has clung to life for so long, waiting to return to power. Voldemort! Jesus, I almost died. I guess he should have said his name. Harry, are you alright? Where'd that navel go? Yes, but the unicorn is over there. Great for breaking it lightly, Harry. Time for me to leave, Harry. You will be safe now, and remember, sometimes the stars are wrong. And that guy later became a Hogwarts professor. Let's get back home now. I'll bet the others are there already. The Howl? Where'd Neville go? Oh, of course they're making me walk through the forest again. God damn it. Is it... Wait. Can I please just get there? Is this a, It really is making me walk back through it. I'll do as few encounters as I can. If I can remember the correct path. That's not right. Fine. Oh, a snake. It's been a while since I've seen a snaky boy. Okay. Seriously. Like, this place is basically a maze. Or close to it. Okay, there's this, then you go up. Okay. Actually, I should take sleeping pills. It's about that time anyway. Happy I remembered before I finished my water. Again, just to prove that nothing bad is melatonin. I don't need my stream taken down for I don't know, drug use or whatever it would be. Although I guess there might be free publicity. Oh cool, that's 100 free points. 200 free points. Oh, by free I mean if I level up. If I don't level up, then it's costing over 60 mana magic points. Oh god, come on. At least it wasn't the 16 cast forcing, but still. One might ask why I would take sleeping pills if I'm already tired, and I would reply that I have had this is back when I first started working at Kroger, which is where I work, Um, so, you know, I'd be tired, so then I'd go to sleep, I'd lay down, and then I'd stay awake for like 3 hours or 3 or 4 hours before I could actually sleep. Now, maybe it was just, you know, that happens to me sometimes in the summertime. The heat really affects my sleep poorly. Um, but so then I decided, okay, I'm just going to like douse myself with melatonin, so I can guarantee I'm going to get the sleep I actually, you know, need. Because I promise you, going to work on like, especially, you know, in a physical job, on less than like 4 hours of sleep sucks. It's horrible. I do not recommend. Do not recommend in the slightest. And the other Santos left. Interesting. See, in the book, the other Santos showed up to basically harass Bane for saving my life. Well, to be fair, I was on I'm sorry, harass Ferran's for saving my life. To be fair, I was on Ferran's back because, you know, he was helping me get out of there quicker. And and Bane is like, why is he on you like some common mule? Because Bane's created that way. I thought I was going to avoid that one only just, but that didn't happen. I actually got out relatively pain-free. I lose my. Come on, let's go. Yeah, let me guess. I have to walk all the way up to the bloody Gryffindor common room. Of course I do. Or as the game likes to say, Gryffindor. Love that spell. As they say, it's one tasty enchilada. Or someone says I'm so. I don't know about, you know. Well, maybe no one says it actually, because it's a horrible saying, but it could be a saying. I like I'm just ignoring, unless they're up at the front door. I guess that's possible. No, I'm just ignoring Hermione and Navel and everyone else. I'm just going back to my dome. Oh, there she is. Your detention is complete, Harry. You don't have to talk about what happened. Okay, McGonagall, that's fine. Go directly. As I was just saying, go directly to Gryffindor. Not the Gryffindor common room. Not your dormitory, just to Gryffindor. No one talked like that in the book. Now, playing Outcome Origins again, funnily enough, makes you really want to replay Outcome Night. Which sounds like it's an indictment on Origins, but it's really not. Because I actually really enjoy Outcome Night. One, I think part of it is I just enjoy having a computer that can actually run the goddamn game. You know, when I first got the game, it was on sale, and I got it on a computer that had no chance of running it. It literally couldn't even open it. That's how out of date the computer was. But you know, with the new gaming computer, well, this thing, new that I got in 2000. I think it was 17. Might have been 2018. Then I could actually play the game that I've been looking forward to and enjoyed the hell out of it. I've actually won the game now, Arkham Knight, 3 times. I'm not as big a fan as of the Riddler stuff. I'm talking about the like the Raiders. The Riddler trophies are fine, but the Raiders themselves, I like the city ones a lot more overall. But that's, I guess, just because I'm used to them. I'm just going to I don't really remember the best thing for either of these. I guess it's just for Panda, but certainly not regarding the viewers over that. So, oh cool, I have over 500 health. Well, I'm going to do this, even though it's pointless at this point because I've just been poisoned anyway. But okay, I try to use new, exciting outlooks on life, and those don't work. I'll never kill this goddamn turtle. I'll just be here for the rest of time, fighting the turtle. There we go. Oh yeah, it's a turtle. Duh. It looks like such a plain turtle. But maybe that's the darkness of the highway. That's cool. I like having others especially going into the end game. Wow, I guess this is the end game. I have no idea where that bloody late went. Oh, there it is. Okay, I just came from there. I have made good progress. I am now at level 50. I went in like when I was less than 40, so I told you the force is going for level. And granted, I talked about the one I would go for like 20 minutes. But that aside, at least it was the politics. But of course, absolutely nothing political is happening in the world right now, so there would be no reason to. Absolutely nothing at all. They kept the same password all year. Pig snout. Indigo there. It's great getting hardcore in the music. Oh, there they are. Harry, what happened? Voldemort, never doesn't give a fuck. Voldemort never wants to go to sleep. Voldemort's in the forest, waiting to get the Philosopher's Stone. I think Snape has killed Quirrell and you help. What? Oh, is that Ron? There's no way that's Ron. And has killed Quirrell and you helping him. It's fucking Ron! The hill's so dark I thought it was Neville. Okay, that makes more sense. Don't say his name! For Ron's the Santos saved me, but other Santos believe Voldemort killed me. This tower says so. I like how how plain he says it. This tower says so. Harry, I've heard that Voldemort's afraid. I don't believe Hermione said Voldemort. I don't really know why she didn't, because she was Margborn. It's not like she would have been afraid of the name like Ron's family would be. But I don't think she actually said the name. I think she just said you know who. At least she did in the movie. I think she did in the book as well. I don't think she actually said Voldemort until book number 5, where she did it to try to get Harry to agree to DA meetings. At teaching them. Although the Voldemort's afraid of Dumbledore, as long as he's around, you'll be safe. Now we should get some sleep. My invisibility cloak, it's back. Oh yeah, I lost the invisibility cloak on the astronomy tower. As per book canon, Harry and Hermione went up with Norbert on the invisibility cloak. They delivered the dragon to Charles, France. And then in the happiness of it all being over, they left the cloak up there. They didn't remember to put it back on when going down. And then they lost 150 goddamn house points because of it. Great job, guys. It's back, and there's a note with it, just in case. Hey, I got it back. I can't really use it as anything, but I got it. You have survived. It was the detention. I was supposed to have survived. You have survived the Forbidden Forest and found the wounded unicorn. It was Dad. The Wizard Card Collectors Club announced that a new card combination is available. Getting hardcore. I thought it just changed. At last, exams are over. We'll have the summer off soon. Yes, almost no one will be here. Just what? What's that mean? Other students are still here. Everyone's still here. Exams being over doesn't mean you just go. The school year still needs to be properly earned. I would kill to be a Hogwarts student. But sadly that time was way past. Disappointing, really. God, that would have been cool. Granted, I know Hogwarts doesn't exist, but still, point remains. And I'd like, a Hogwarts simulator. That would also be nice. But I don't think that's ever going to happen anytime soon either. Yes, almost no one will be here for whatever reason. It's just what Snape is waiting for. Harry, we're not even sure if he knows how to get past Fluffy yet. But my scarf hurts more than ever before. I think it's a sign danger is coming. Hello, enjoy the sun before you're off to home again. It's not the last bloody day. Hagrid, if someone wanted to get past Fluffy, how would they do it? There's a bit more build-up in the book. Pretty good build-up, actually. Like I told that stranger, just play Fluffy the right bit of music and he'll fall asleep. Funny him starting up with that egg when I wanted this so much. A complete butchery of the book. Well, not so much a butchery as it chopped it up and spliced it around. Harry, Ron and Hermione are lazing about on the grounds, enjoying the summer, enjoying the nice weather. Harry's car has been bothering him. Harry and Ron and Hermione and Ron and concerned don't give a damn because they're not used to his car actually meaning anything. Harry feels like he's missed something. And this is one of my, I don't know what this trope's called, maybe it's a late realization. Stephen King loves using this trope, and he always uses it to go to fact. Harry thinks he's missed something, and then he finally comes to the realization. He jumps up and starts running to Hagrid's hut, saying, Isn't it such a coincidence that the thing Hagrid wants most is a dragon, and the stranger happens to come along with a dragon in his pocket? How many people carry dragon eggs in their pocket when they're illegal to trade? And they ran to Hagrid's hut, they talked to Hagrid, and they asked Hagrid, hey, who was the stranger? And he was like, oh, I don't know, he didn't take his hold off. And they look concerned, and Hagrid's like, oh, it's not strange, especially when you're in the Hog's heart. And, they asked what the stranger, was talking to him about. And Hagrid's like, well, we got to talking. I'd say, Tom was talking about a dragon, I said I'd like to have one. He did wasn't sure I could handle it. It gets a bit foggy after we were drinking a lot. And see, that's where it comes in. Then I say after Fluffy, you know, a dragon would be so bad. And was he interested in Fluffy? Well, I mean, he's a three-headed dog. I mean, you don't even see many of those, even in the trade. By the way, I love that Hagrid is literally admitting to first-year students he's in the illegal trade of creatures. That's great. Great role model there. And then he says, as a son, played the music before I straight to sleep. It's such a good conversation, better than this shit excuse for sorry in it. We have to tell Dumbledore now. It was Snape who so noble to Hagrid. We don't know where Dumbledore's at. That's a problem. They so know. No, I'm not saying in the books they also didn't know. Funnily enough, it changes. You see, like the maze apparently. Or there's, I guess, people who change in the maze. But oh my God, Gambit's Dumbledore. Yeah, in the book they didn't know Dumbledore's obviously either. In the games, let me think. I don't remember what it was in the in the books. I just don't. But in the games, it is in most of the early Council and PhD games is on the second floor. And at least two of them that I can think of. In later games, it's in this strange location, which is literally outside the entrance court. It's in the entrance courtyard, like close to the grand doors. It's a very strange location. I never quite understood it, but it's where they place it. Then we'll have to look. Let's split up and meet back at Gryffindor. Is that couldn't we have just run inside and, you know, if we can't talk to Dumbledore, we can find McGonagall and we can, you know, like we did in the books, ask McGonagall, hey, we have something to tell Dumbledore. I'm not looking, I've never run into it, and I've been through every room here now. I assume something's just going to pop up. You did say let's meet back at Gryffindor. I guess that's what we're supposed to do, meet back at Gryffindor. So I'm just going to Gryffindor. I'm not looking for a room I know it doesn't. Oh, here's McGonagall. Really? Okay. Oh, okay. I need to speak to Dumbledore. Colin, Professor. Be respectful, Harry. It's an emergency. Professor Dumbledore is in London. You get an urgent summons from the Ministry of Magic. Okay. Why do you want to see him? It's... In the book, Harry tried to play it off as, and I quote, it's kind of secret. Secret. McGonagall was not amused. And then he said, it's about the Philosopher's Stone. How do you know about that? It's not important. Kind of important, Harry. Someone's going to try to steal it. No one can possibly steal the stone. Dumbledore will be back tomorrow. I'm sure he will want to have a long talk with you about this. Oui, McGonagall. You ignored... This is like the person in, what was it called? National Treasure, who ignored the main characters saying that the Constitution... Wait, I'm sorry, the Declaration of Independence is going to be stolen. That's what McGonagall just did. If I'm going to be... I think I'm going to cut this tiny bit short and stop right before we go into the third floor corridor. It seems like great timing. And then my last stream for the game can be finishing off the third floor corridor. Well, doing the third floor corridor. Seems good to me. So that's... Hello? Hello, Harry. I can see that you're hurt. You'd like me to heal you? Oh, golly, no. Yes, please. I'm completely healed. I feel better. Thank you, Madam Pomfrey. Harry really should have been more appreciative to Madam Pomfrey. How many times did he need to go to the hospital wing? Book 1, it was just at the end, I believe. Book 2, when he lost his arm, bones, because of lack of being an idiot. And, probably a bit at the end after. Actually, I don't think he was. He did go to the hospital after the whole basilisk thing, which is really impressive. But, I think he did. At least they just had that feast that lasted all night. It sounded like a great time, by the way. Book 3, the Quidditch match where he fall off his broom because of the Dementors. The end of the book. Well, I mean, okay, so at this point, technically, no times, but still. Professor McGonagall says that Dumbledore's in London. She knows Dumbledore's gone, so does Snape. Who'll go for the stone tonight? Then I'll have to get you the stone first. Not without me. No, me. It's time. We're about to pit on the clock and... Trevor, are you down here? Hey, how are you doing? Nothing, Novel. Great, very convincing, Harry. You're not going out again, are you? No, we're not. Go to bed, Novel. You can't go out. You'll get caught again and lose more points. You don't understand, this is important. I won't let you do it. I learned how to stand up to people from you. I'll fight you. I'm sorry I have to do this, Novel. Fuck off! No. Sorry. Getting in the moment. Petrificus Totalis. That was some ICP from me. I was just thinking about what song is that? It's one of those kids where he's talking to the police officer. It's on the Great Melingle album, I don't remember where. You understand later, Novel. Oh, we're in control. Coolio. And... well, I guess let's get outside the corridor. $512 health, almost 300 magic points. It's pretty good. You know, I think I'm going to give my streams more interesting names from now on. I mean, I can name it these when I name it this way when I upload to YouTube, but that's fine. I didn't do any preparation, like I didn't talk to Fred and George to buy any new items. I have 35,000 goddamn stickers, didn't use any of them, but it's fine. I'm about to be fine, I guess I can't do much about it now. I actually kind of forgot about that. I'm like the Daenerys with the Ironborn fleet. I hope D&D now for fucking live that down. The disgraceful way they dealt with the source material there. Oh, that's not the right one. It's not right at all. I just avoided that encounter. Is it this one? It's a Jow! I don't see that word nearly as often as I need to. That's a gold ward. Very useful ward. I like it. It's a Jow! Snape must already be in. You know what? I'll save the suspense of this. Entering the Forbidden Corridor on Thursday. Thursday 5 p.m. entering the Forbidden Corridor. Hope you all had a enjoyable time if anybody's watching. And I will save. There we go. I will save, and I will wish you all a nice night. Have a nice one. Thanks for watching. As a old ancient, in fact, YouTuber would say at the end of his videos, so bye. Who was that? It doesn't matter. Have a nice night, guys.